What's up, YouTube? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day because today we are going to be talking about 5 tips and tricks for beginner and intermediate players. So without any more distractions, let's get right into this. So for our first trick, we're actually looking at the rocket launcher. Now when some of you guys actually use the rocket launcher, you'll shoot right next to the opponent and they're just not dead. And you're like, I just shot a exploding missile at them, how are they still alive? Now this actually might help you understand. So as you can see, I have the rocket launcher and I'm going to shoot this dummy directly, full 150 damage. Now as I shoot the ground next to him and get further and further away, the damage just drops off. But what some of you may not realize is how fast it drops off. So as you can see, between these two shots, the damage dropped off an incredible amount. And now we're actually hitting 0 damage. The good news about the rocket launcher radius though, is that you can't deal less than 50 damage. So as you can see here, 50 damage, 50 damage. So basically just a quick punch or a couple of shots with the carbine or AR, and this will just instantly finish off your opponent. Now we're actually going to be moving on to the next weapon, being the shotgun. The shotgun in Splitgate actually has a really cool mechanic and is completely unique as far as I'm aware, being the bullet spread. The bullet spread of the shotgun is always the same no matter the range. This makes the diamond crosshair a great crosshair, if not the best, because next to each point on either side of the diamond is where the pellets will land, and 1 pellet on the dot. Now this means up close you can deal more than 200 damage, but you can be really far back and you will still be able to do good damage from a range, and you can even kill people from roughly 20 to 30 meters away and nearly kill them for another 10 if you know what you're doing. And the way you do this is that you should be putting your top crosshair or the top point of the diamond on their center mass so that the 2 pellets will hit the shoulder blades and the 1 pellet, being the dot, will hit their lower mass, and that'll deal a massive amount of damage. So you guys actually shouldn't be afraid of using the shotgun from longer ranges. If you're able to have some decent aim, you can just shoot them with the shotgun, dealing almost 50 damage if not more, and you can just hot swap or shoot again with the shotgun just to finish them off. Now if you guys are enjoying my content or finding my videos useful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content, but let's get right back to it. For our third trick, we have portals. Now, this is better known in the advanced bracket, but some of you lower players may not actually know that when an enemy is actually near an enemy portal, it will actually glow. Now, they don't have to be on the same floor, they just have to be within a certain radius for the portal to start to glow. This means that they can be under or above or to any of the sides of the portal, not directly in front of it, so this is kind of an early warning system. You guys can actually also use this to your advantage, as when you see a glowing portal, most likely there's going to be an enemy standing right in front of it, because that's what people do, is they just stand in portals and shoot at people. So you guys should start shooting at the portal because an enemy is either nearby or they're trying to shoot you. So it's just better be safe than sorry. However, this doesn't mean that you guys should feel safe around enemy portals that aren't glowing, as an enemy can also just be standing further away from the portal but still looking through it, which eventually gets you killed. Now, we're just going to jump into our fourth tip, being learning how to portal in a better way. And most of you may think, oh, I know how to portal. I just have to place one far away from me, one right next to me, and I can shoot people through my portal. And this isn't necessarily wrong and can be helpful in certain situations, but it's not really aggressive, and if there is an objective, it might not really be helping your team unless if you're just watching the hill. But even then, you can only see what's in front of you versus being in the hill and watching everything around you. And so if you guys can start learning how to be more aggressive about this, then this can actually really help. An example of this is portaling behind the enemy team without them even realizing it, or just portaling behind the enemy team while your other team pushes from a different angle, because now the people in the hill have to split themselves so that they can deal with different people in different areas. So if you're able to portal behind the enemy team and you can't get a free kill or two, then they're focused on you and not the rest of the team that's about to push in and wipe them. So no matter what, if you guys can push together and you're able to push from different angles, like through portals or just even straight up the walkway, then you guys will be able to take that hill and start getting a lead on the enemy team. And if you're on TDM, then you could even portal behind the enemy team and just get some free kills, and you might die, and you might spawn trap them. So you guys should learn how to quickly get across the map with portals and knowing how to move around with the jetpack so that you guys can like jump up these bridges and make these challenging jumps. But let's get into this last tip, which I think will actually really help you guys out. For our fifth and final tip, it's really just learning and processing information given to you. And I bet half of you who are serious about this game watch streamers and you ask yourselves, what do they do that I can do so that I can improve my gameplay? And some of you may ask for their settings, and you may just copy their settings. Do not do this. Grab their settings, sure, but go into a practice range and tweak them yourselves so that you feel comfortable with your own settings. And if you like a lot of what they have, sure, that's awesome. But I guarantee you, just copying and pasting will never bring you to your fullest potential. Furthermore, when you guys die, you shouldn't just sit there and be like, oh, you know, that sucks, or oh my gosh, they're cheating. Stop making excuses. Stop. When you die, you guys need to be like, why did I die? How did I die? You need to be asking like the who, what, where, why, how questions. What can I do to avoid that situation? Because as soon as you stop asking that question, or if you just say that's unfortunate, then that's the end. Then you're never gonna get better from that particular scenario. But if you guys can get in the habit of asking those questions, then you will actually grow really fast. And I know that not all of us have advantages of recording and watching our own gameplay, but you guys can watch the kill cams and you guys can get that little bit of feedback, or you can just think on, why did I die? Like, how did I get to that position? Did I shoot someone too early? Did I not push with my team? Was I not paying enough attention? But that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you guys enjoyed, please hit that like button. It means a lot to me, and it also helps the algorithm out, and so this video will reach others, so please hit that like button. Consider subscribing because it's free and you can always unsub later. But that's all, and I'll see you guys later.